Well, hello there, guys. October 1949, guys. We are in a full invasion of the home islands of Japan. We got very lucky, or I should say, the Dutch got very lucky and opened up a nice little port here in Nagasaki, which really helps us out, of course, but we honestly did most of the work here, attacking onto the west of Hiroshima. We actually managed to make a front line here, and with the help of our Yugoslavian friends, of course, definitely that really helped. But I have to say, I'm a little disappointed in the Ally AI in this particular Let's Play so far. They have not done as well as I expected. Now, thankfully, the Romanians over here have pushed tremendously. They've taken Tokyo, and the imperial capital has moved to Nagoya, which I believe is the original imperial capital. I could be wrong about that. Kyoto, actually, was the original imperial capital. We're going to go ahead and keep hitting. Come on, boys. There we go. More troops taking this area. And at this point, I think we can almost call this a victory. Now, as you can see, I'm not drawing any fronts in this area. I'm just attacking, multitasking the attack, or micromanaging the attack, because the fronts are just too small for this region, I think. I don't think we really need them. We're going to go ahead and try to hit the enemy here in the east. We have the freshest troops, at least on this end. The Americans have a ton of fresh troops, but they haven't really been attacking with them. They've just been bordering them around Osaka. Come on. Damn it! Absolutely wasted there by the Japanese. Let's help our American friends attack here, and it looks like they're going to be retreating across the way. I don't know if the nuclear bomb has any physical effects. I know it does in real life, but I don't know if it does in-game on the armies. I think it only affects the cities and the national morale, but I might be wrong. Alright, there we go. Our American friends are finally pushing southwards. That's what we need, led by Douglas MacArthur, guys. Romanians want to send us troops, but I'm actually not interested. Not in the slightest, actually. Come on, boys. Get to Nagoya. At this point, I have to say the Americans and the rest of the Allies are doing most of the work, but we pushed onto the island. We should get the credit. We took most of the casualties in this war, that's for sure. In fact, let's take a look here just so far how things have gone. 3.30 million. The UK has only lost 357,000 men, which is really kind of annoying. The Dutch have lost 1.45 million. That must be a tremendous part of the actual Dutch nation, of the actual Netherlands. I'm not sure how much, but definitely significant. So now they're trying to push on the imperial capital here of Nagoya, and if we break through there, guys, things are going to go really well for us. We're going to be able to get to the damn peace treaty, even though it's going to be 1950 probably by the time we get there, but finally we can wrap this up and select our states. Move into Nagoya. I want to take the city ourselves. There we go. Soviets have liberated Nagoya. But let's take a look. Are there any more? Oh my goodness. Sapporo. Great beer. Wow, so Sapporo is now the imperial capital. This is what I was worried about the Japanese. They just don't want to surrender. They just refuse. Japan has capitulated. Guys, we got it. Great news. Unbelievable. We can get to the peace treaty, guys. The best part, in my opinion, of the game. So here we go. We've got right now 1920 to make our own demands. And I think, of course, we've got to start in the west. Am I right, guys? So we've got to take this part of the German Reich. We can't let this territory remain in enemy hands. In fact, we're going to just take that. We'll end our turn. So Ostpreußen. Okay. A few countries have asked for liberation. Now we're going to ask for Memel. And I'd like a piece of Hungary. Then again, I'd like a piece of Turkey, too. East Germany, I think, is automatically going to go to East Germany. I hope so, anyway. But let's go ahead and start taking our Hungarian parts. We've been waiting for these, and I think we're entitled to them, especially after the terror that Hungary has caused us in this war. So let's go ahead. Glorious. Northern Hungary will not be in our control, but that's all right. As for the Romanians, of course, we got to worry about them. Now I want to move to the east a little bit, guys. I want to make sure that Korea... Oh, damn it! We should have been watching, but the Koreans... Not the Koreans, I think the Americans have taken Korea, and they definitely get those areas there. So we're going to try to stop the advance of Korea right there and take back all of these East Asian provinces. We can take just a little bit more. I'd love to take back all of China. If we can't win in the West, we can definitely win in the East. So China will be ours, my friends. Here we go. Can't take everything here. Let's be a little reasonable. End turn. Look at that glorious Soviet territory. And of course, it's not over yet, guys. Right now, it looks like the actual infamy, the world infamy we're causing is pretty significant. I'm assuming that's going to have an issue later. That's going to cause an issue later. We're going to go ahead and take this. We'll take all of the East if we need to. Take Vienna in Austria. I think we can wait next turn for Vienna. Okay, there we go. The Allies took back some of it. Fair enough. We're going to take that part of Hungary. In fact, we might need to wait a little bit for that. No, I want Vienna. Definitely want Vienna, so we'll take Vienna. Fair enough. I'll accept that. One city. I like that. So East or Western Europe has been nicely cut up. I'll take that part in Hungary, and we're going to go back to the East, guys, and see if we can grab anything else here. Definitely want the coastal city over there. I'd love a piece of Japan, but you know what? Actually, I wouldn't love a piece of Japan. Screw Japan. No offense, Japanese subs, but let Japan deal with it, their own stuff. As for getting provinces in Eastern, I don't know about that. I'm thinking maybe some provinces in Spain might be a good reason, and maybe might be a good idea, and we can go ahead and release this to Republican Spain. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll end the turn. Boom, boom. See, nobody wants it. End the turn. In fact, we can't even take that. Can't even take Granada, can we? Yeah, we can. Nope. Alright, so Granada might be out of our hands, guys. We'll go over here to the east and see if we could take this area. Nice. Let's go ahead and pass. At this point, I think it's pretty much done. In fact, we can go ahead and just hit done. And it looks like the Romanians are getting a lot of puppets here. The Kingdom of Libya, South Korea. It's amazing. So the Romanians have actually taken over South Korea, I believe. We'll go ahead and end the turn. Done. This is the end of the peace. Can be a different world for sure. There we go. The Treaty of Sapporo. Okay, guys, so the Soviet Union took 39 states. French Commune took 50 states. And look at that. The French have turned to communism. That's awesome, guys. So now we have a communist influence all across Europe. I'm going to get a better look here for you guys to see. And it looks like West Germany was created. And East Germany was created too. Beautiful. So we still took territory, and East Germany was still created. Of course, part of this area here would still be under Soviet control, like Poland, but we've released it under the Polish Soviet Republic, and these guys are our puppets anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. What I do want to see is if we can bring the French into our alliance, but I don't think we can, because I think they're already part of the Allies, which is really unfortunate. The world power is still at, a significant portion here. I should say world infamy is still at a significant portion here. We're going to select all of these troops and start the new front lines. So these are going to go close to Berlin. There we go, boys. Back to the homeland. The games of the 12th Olympiad. Alright, Mexican opposition joined the Allies. And Liberia joined the Allies. Okay, I do care about Liberia, and you guys know why, but we're going to not try to cry over spilt milk. And eventually, if you guys think this is a good idea, I'm going to go ahead and start splitting these armies up and creating new fronts. As for this area over here, I really want to release this under Mao's control. We've got a lot of exiled divisions in Japan. It's a lot easier to just disband these guys. And I think that's amazing, guys. I mean, so many Russians lost. It really is incredible. But I hope it was worth it. And this manpower will be returned to our stack. Okay, we can invite Xinjiang to our faction, so we'll do that. We can invite Communist China to our faction, of course. Who else can we invite? Wow, Republican Spain, guys. We're inviting them to the faction. We could release all of these countries. So now that we've taken them, we could easily release all of these countries when we know we're going to have loyal governments in China and Spain. So I'm going to let you guys decide. Do we release our newly acquired territories? What do you guys think? I think for sure in Spain I need to release this area, but then it becomes a puppet, and I have a whole different, I guess you could call it an entirely different responsibility, which is trying to defend my puppet, which is a little scary. And I feel like if we're actually there in force with our army, it's going to be a lot more difficult for the enemy to try anything silly. So I think maybe we'll just remain there for now, but I'll let you guys decide. Who do we liberate and who do we keep as part of the Soviet Union? I'd love to see kind of what you guys think. I also want to start getting some more aircrafts at my air bases. I really have not been buying any aircraft at all, but primarily because we haven't needed them. But now that the Cold War is approaching, maybe we will need them. And let's take a quick look here at our factions map mode. Take a look at what the Comintern has taken. Look at that. Technically, we're in control of... Is it possible we're in control of nationalist Spain as well? Wait a minute. State owner. Whoa! Okay, well, this is still Republican Spain, but it's under nationalist Spain's title, which is really weird. So now I feel even better about releasing these provinces. So I'm going to open our country list. Or I'm going to deal with our colonies, I should say, or whatever you want to call them. And we're going to release the Spanish. So we're releasing Republican Spain, or returning territory to Republican Spain. There we go. Yes, you can, and that is out of the kindness of our hearts. But this is interesting. So this has created two different countries, and this is not something I like. One Republican Spain to the left, another Republican Spain to the right. Which is the real Republican Spain? I don't know. They're not in our faction, though. We actually, they're not our puppet. We owe nothing to them. So let's just hope this will increase communist influence in this area. But unfortunately, we can't get these guys in our faction because they are in the Allied faction. But the Allied faction is also communist. So imagine almost entirely a communist Europe. I think the only countries that are not communist are going to be West Germany and Romania. Also Greece, maybe. In fact, Greece may have gone red as well. And indeed, nope, they're actually still in power, the Democrats. Turkey is definitely going to be going red. Let's take a look here. Nope, once again, no faction, and the Democrats are in power, and Tito, of course, is totally red and in our faction, which is really cool, and just very, very awesome stuff that's occurred here. I'm going to take here, so far, I really put almost everybody into Georgy Zhukov's army. We could go ahead and start taking people out, but it's going to take forever. Let me know if you guys think we should do it. If that we do that, I'm going to make 3 separate armies of 24 and put them on many, many different fronts, but I can only hope that this continues, guys. Let's also take a look at the Shaanxi Republic here. It looks like, wow, they're part of the Comintern. The Republic of Manchukuo is also part of, well, no, it's not part of the Comintern, but Shaanxi is part of the Comintern, which is hilarious because they're not even a communist government. We could start boosting party popularity here, though, to increase support for our communist political party. It's not very expensive to do so, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it, guys. And, of course, the People's Republic of China. Now, this is where you guys decide whether or not we release China to Mao. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's going to increase our presence around the world while also lowering some of the infamy, because we won't be in direct control of that territory. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Glory to the Soviets, and of course, we will continue this Let's Play into the Cold War as long as you guys want me to. Take care, guys.